Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we have started the new journey for this and the name of chapter is knowing our numbers, right? You know that we have multiple number of things in mathematical operations as well. How we are going to tackle them one by one. What are the different operations? What are the different numbers? How we are going to operate them in very simple way that we are going to discuss. So mathematics is all about the numbers and how you are operating on multiple numbers. That is the case. We have different types of numbers. We have real numbers, we have imaginary numbers, we have types of rational, irrational, and all that. But I will tell you that one thing is really interesting. You might know that if I talk about we have something that is called positive numbers. I will classify positive and I will say that discuss on the behalf of this, right? Positive numbers and then one more that's definitely called negative numbers. Positive numbers and negative numbers. Simply if I say that plus 7, but I will never use this plus as a sign because it is by default a 7, right? So 7, 8, 4, 3, these are positive numbers. And what are the negative numbers? If I say I have to mention the sign in negative numbers. So minus 1, minus 5, minus 7 and all that. So remember my dear, there is a one point here that I want to tell you 0. So 0 either neither I will assign it to positive neither negative because 0 is a neutral number, right? So 0 is neither positive neither negative. That is the main concept for us, right? So I will definitely go with one point here that is really interesting and important. For that, 0 is neither mentioned in positive, 0 is neither mentioned in negative. Apart from that, because we have just started the journey for numbers, we must to know that our numbers are also being classified in decimals as well. Some numbers will have decimal, without decimal, or some can be without decimal, or some can be with a decimal. So remember, my dear friends, remember guys, if you are going with to tackle with this, without decimal are called integers. Some people are a little bit confused about these integers. First definition you got that in integer there is no decimal sign required, no decimal sign used at all, right? And what about this? If I talk about with decimal, for an example, 0.3, 7.8, and all these are called decimal numbers, right? So they are actually decimal numbers, right? So integer are of two types. I just want to know everything, then starting the journey for numbers. Integers also types as natural number, and integers are of whole number. So this is the basic definition of integer number and whole number here. This concept is used in numbers. Integer is a number starting with 1, 2, 3 and goes up to infinite, and whole is basically 0, 1, 2, 3 and goes up to infinite. So here you can write down a one point that is really interesting for me, that is every natural number is a whole number. Absolutely correct, but every whole number is not a natural number because 0 is a whole number but is not a natural number, right? So every natural number is a whole number but every whole number is a natural number. It is a really interesting fact for here. All right, so now we are going to operate these numbers. Remember one point here, if we talk about what are the digits we have. So I am just writing in this corner digit, right? So we have the numbers only from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, that goes with 5, that goes with 6, 7, 8 and 9. After that you might say me, sir, we have 10, we have 11, but 10 is nothing repetition, 1 and 0. right? The combination 1 1. So we have only these 10 digits in number system. So in number system we have 10 digits, and in order to make any bigger number, any smaller number, any bigger number, we are just combining these two numbers, three numbers, four numbers to make what. For an example, I make a number 343. I repeated 3 4 and 3 and just make a number. So we have to use these 10 digits only to make any particular number. Let's go next. Mathematical operations. What are we have? The mathematical operations, different types of mathematical operations that we have to use to follow any particular condition. For an example, I know that, and you guys also know that, we know that if we know that 11, if I do plus 12, we definitely say that 3 and 2, it is 23. So this is called addition operation. And similarly,